Welcome back. And I told y'all wasn't gonna want to miss the next one. I know I ain't been here in a while. At least I haven't posted a Larry Bird video in a minute. So today I'm gonna go ahead and check out me some good old prime Larry Bird. One of the greatest content creators out here. His narrating is fire. Y'all want to check out Prime Larry Bird? Just type in Prime Larry Bird. He's gonna be the first content creator that pops up. Check him out. He got tons and tons of Larry Bird videos on there. But we're gonna get into one of his videos today. Like I said, I really enjoy this creator. This is Larry Bird's funniest stories. Nobody likes a long intro. I'm DtaeNoDinero. Let's go ahead and get into this video, y'all. Y'all know I love me some good old basketball and some old school basketball and some Larry Bird. So this is the best of all three worlds. Let's get it though, silly butt.
My first year in the league, my first two games were Michael Jordan and then Larry Bird. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tear Larry Bird's ass. So Larry heard me say to the coach, put me in. Because Charles Barkley came in drunk as hell, right? He was hurting that day.
And I was blasted, I'm not gonna lie. And we had a lunch, we were doing shots and everything.
Was that the only time you played while intoxicated?
No.
No.
I play basketball intoxicated too.
And Charles Barkley comes to the game hungover. Hungover. You know? You could smell it on him. Boy smells like a sailor, man. Like possum nuts, you know? So
I don't remember anything about that game. First of all, I was so pissed, but I was so drunk, too.
The ball movement by the Sixers, and Charles takes a tumble.
I ain't gonna lie. Charles Barkley is a character.
So I get a call from my agent, and he says, I think we got a deal. You're going to the Lakers. And I was so excited. So me and my boys went out and celebrated. We started getting drunk in the middle of the day. My agent called me back about 3 hours later. He said, the Sixers pull out the deal. And we got a game that night. I have no idea what happened that game.
You know your stats? Did you?
I do not even remember the game, actually.
Larry Bird comes in the game, they started, and he goes, Charlie, you been out all night, man. Here, take this with you. Boom, he starts lightening up Charles Barkley.
Bird for three. Charlie was in his face. Larry Bird just rose up. Nothing but net.
Larry Bird was like, oh, you been out all night, huh?
Right.
Poof, take that. Gives him about 10 points real
So
quick.
he smelled it on him.
Smelling on him, right? So then he be look over our coach, Jim Lionel, as he backpedaled back Larry Bird. And he goes, give me somebody else. So they put in Rick Mahorn, and he look at Rick and say, if you got a whole ass, you got to make 2 trips, boy. You can't check me. Why? Larry Bird just talked.
Bagley for Bird, down the lane.
Left hand favorable.
Then he went over to Rick Mahorn. Come on, Rick, you can't check me. You too big. Boom. Finish Rick off. Then he go, give me that guy over there, Armin Gillian. And Armin Gillian come in. And one thing about Armin, people thought when they passed the ball into the post with Armin Gillian, he wouldn't pass it back out. It's because they kept trading him so many times, and he was colorblind. That's why he held onto the ball. He didn't know what team he was on. That's true story. Then he went over to Armin Gillian. Come on, Armin, you still colorblind? Bring your ass out here. Boom. So I'm the only one left. Yeah, like always talking, man.
Armin went to the left hand, spun it off the board, and we're tied at 6. Bird back quickly.
So I'm saying, so I'm like, put me in, coach. Right? So the whole time I'm going, coach, put me in the game. Put me in, coach. I want him. So he's lightening up on him again.
Which puts him 3rd in the league behind Charles, who is 2nd. Bird. Got it.
And he struts back like only Larry Bird can do. You know, he trotting back, he looks over at the bench, and he goes, hey, coach, put the rookie in. I was like, yeah, put me in. You better not hope you don't put me in. And then Jimmy goes, Jake, go get him. And the guy, coach, I'm the only one left, right? So he put me in. And I go in, yeah, what you want to do? Come on, baby, let's go. Let's get it on. So I went out there, I said, come on, man, let's go. He gave me a pump fake, man, back in the day. I could jump that high. And he gives me a pump fake, and I jumped clear across his head. I jumped up in there, came back down. He said, stupid, bap, hit a 3. And when I come back down, he looks at me and goes, stupid rookie, boom, and hits a 3-pointer.
Bird open.
So I'm like, oh, okay, that's one. He's Larry Bird. You know, and now the only thing that's going on in my mind is all the white people in Knickerbocker watching this, right? So I live in the Lower East Side, and we have a bridge that separates pretty much the white from the black. It's the Manhattan Bridge. The Italians and Irish live in Knickerbocker, and they were all Larry Bird fans. We were all Julius Erving fans. So all growing up, I used to cry every time Larry Bird got the best of Julius Erving.
They go to Bird, isolated with Jay, spins around him. Yes, sir.
Hey.
And Jay knew he was beat.
So when I finally got drafted and I got a chance to play against Larry Bird, and I knew everybody in Knickerbocker, all Irish, Catholic, Italians were going to be watching, all the brothers and black and brown people were going to be watching on this side. I was like, all right, second game in the NBA. Here we go, baby, showtime. So I'm like, okay, the next time I'm just going to play him this way. I'm not going to jump.
Right.
So I was like, okay, next time I ain't going to jump. So he looked at me and said, oh, you ain't going to jump? Bap! Hit another one. And he's laughing. His third goes, you're not going to jump against the Birdman? Whap! Hits another one.
Up front. Bird, open. Like clockwork, yeah.
So 6 points in not 25 seconds. So I'm going, shit, now what do I do? So I'm caught between the fart and the shit. So I'm just, I'm like half jumping, half not. Half jumping. I look like a damn orangutan. What to do? What to do? Now I'm panicking. And he just gives me a pump fake, crosses over, hits another.
Bird cross the lane, draws foul.
We got 9 points now, Ben. 9. And it's 3 straight times down. So I'm starting to think when we run back down, maybe I shouldn't play basketball. Maybe I wasn't that good. Now I'm running back down listening to what my daddy said. Boy, you should have been a brick mason. You know what I'm saying? Shit, maybe I can't play in this damn league. These boys is good. Maybe I should have been a brick mason. You know, what the hell am I doing here? I can't go home now. If this guy scores one more bucket, I'm thinking suicide. It really was. I was like, what the? That's how bad. I went back down, and I was like, well, I bet you can't take me in the post. He goes, he came back down again. Yeah. Right? I said, I bet you can't take me on the post. Post me up. 5 down, he calls. They throw the ball in the post. Gave me one of these, run on post.
Bird backs up on Williams, hit it, and it counts.
People forget all the time that Larry Bird is a 6'10" power forward. Small forward, whatever you want to call him, he's a forward for sure, who can shoot the ball. Hey, yo, I ain't challenging you. I'm locked in. I'm making sure. I'm locked in. No, you too tall. And you can shoot the ball. No. They was underestimating Larry Bird. And Larry Bird got the best of them every time. Every time.
Well, as Jason Williams leaves the court trying to figure out what he did wrong. Really didn't do anything wrong. You know what he did wrong? He guarded Larry Bird when Larry Bird is playing very well. One of those nights there's nothing you can really do. I mean, you can play excellent defense, there's no question about that. And then all of a sudden, Larry will burn you for 4, 5, 6 shots in a row. He's gone to the right side, he's gone to the left side. This time he backed him down. Just a little turnaround jump shot.
Now I'm like, oh shit.
Never
Larry
go home
Bird.
Again.
It's a wrap now. The only thing on my
how
mind
Julius felt.
is Mayflower. And you know what Mayflower is, right? That's the moving company. 1-800-Mayflower. I got to move out of the neighborhood. So I ran back down. I told him, I said, look, you want to fight? So I just started to grab him.
Wiggins is 1-on-3, and he's going to take it. And Jason Williams pushed off.
So the second half starts, and I'm on the bench, and he starts lighting up Charles Barkley again. He's lighting up Rick Mahorn. Then he's lighting up Arm McGillian.
So the Sixers and Minute is back into the lineup. Bird for 3. Bird to Gamble to Bird.
Quick give and go.
Back outside. Bird for 3.
So now, second half starts, and the same thing. Larry starts lighting up one, and lighting up another one, lighting up another one. They get to me at the end of the bench. I start looking up in the stands with the fans. Right, and the coach comes down to the bench. You got nobody else to put in the game. And he looks at me, and I start looking into the stands with the fans. I wouldn't give no eye contact to Jimmy Line and the coach. And I'm like, please, don't put me back in there with the white guy. Please, whatever you do. I was like, please don't put me back in.
Right.
Now, that's the only punk story you're going to get from me because I was scared to go in the game to play against Larry Bird. It was the first time in my life I was scared to be go into a basketball game. So fast forward about 6-7 years later, I make the All-Star team. And then when I got to the rookie team, the All-Star game, I walk in and Larry Bird's the coach. And he's our coach. And when you make the All-Star team, you go in and they have your minutes on because our Eagles are so big and people think there's coaching that goes on in that game. Oh, in the NBA, there's really no coaching. The NBA is 80% personnel. That's your team. 10% coaching, 10% luck. That's how you win games. But you go in and minutes are on the refrigerator. And I go in and I say, hey, how you doing, coach? And Larry Bird looks at me and goes, your minutes on the refrigerator. Your minutes are on the refrigerator. I was like, thanks, coach. And I started walking over to go see my minutes. He goes, you fucking rookie. Mother effing rookie. Because that's what he had called me. Yeah. He called me and put the MF the rookie in the game way back.
Crazy.
And that's the only thing he said to me. So he remembered him lighting me up all those days.
Bird backs up on Williams.
I really like Larry Bird's personality. It reminds me of myself.
Well, as Jason Williams leaves the court trying to figure out what he did wrong.
Who was the biggest shit talker now that we're talking about this that you played against?
The best shit talkers in the NBA. Larry Bird was one.
Because, I'm playing against Bird, who's a legendary shit talker.
Mm-hmm. But Bird didn't talk trash to you, did
Oh,
he?
my God. Bird talked trash to everybody.
I remember one time we were playing the Celtics. Larry says, Chuck, can I talk to you a second? I said, sure. What's up, LB? He says, yo, man, y'all being disrespectful to me.
You guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about?
That's Larry for you.
Yeah, y'all being disrespectful. I said, what are we doing? He says, y'all got a white guy trying to guard me. I'm like, what?
That's me.
I'm like, what?
Bird wants the ball on Bob Thornton, who's in the game. Hits again.
Well, they need to put a speed guy on Bird. That was a good switch by Thornton that time.
He got there quickly, but Bird hits anyway.
He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful. I just started laughing. I had no comeback when he says,
hey, man, don't put a white guy on me. That's just fucking disrespectful. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hanslick. You remember John Hanslick?
No, I don't
6'7", Notre Dame guy, white guy, really good defender, right?
Okay.
They put him on Larry, and Larry was weighing his ass out.
Here's where you don't want to let Bird kill you. That's that quick move, once again, by Larry Bird. Hanslick just has not been able to play. That's his fourth foul. All right, watch him push and shove inside. Hanslick, who takes nothing off anybody, pushing and shoving with Bird. Hanslick doing a good job denying, then picks up the foul. That's his fifth.
And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach, get him off me. You disrespected me by putting a white guy on me.
I feel you.
But that's Larry, because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers.
Yeah.
But that was Larry Bird.
The one I really hated to guard was Larry Bird. He was not a nice guy.
Bird against Elo with 10 on the shot clock. A shot. And, of course, a basket.
Matter of fact, there was one game, and he was having a pretty rough first half.
So that night against the Celtics, I thought I was playing some pretty good defense on him. In the first half, he was like 1 for 9 or something like that.
I kind of puffed up on him and walked beside him and was like, yeah, you're 1 for 10. I was like, that's defense, and he just kind of looked at me and said, there's 2 halves.
And when we came out in the second half, that's when he told me, I hope your mom's not watching because I'm about to embarrass you. And I was like, why would you say that to me?
And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me. And the last one was left-handed. And he asked me if my mother was watching because he wanted to embarrass me. So
Larry now over Elo. Larry wants it. He got it.
Yeah, he wound up with like 31. So it was embarrassing. And I did call her and ask her, and she was like, yes, I was watching. So I was embarrassed, yeah.
Feels like there's probably more stories about Bird that are told than any other player.
because he was the best trash talker ever.
Ever.
So Leon Wood was one of my teammates, and we're sitting in the locker room,
Larry Bird is extremely wild, and I have to agree with you. I agree with you so much. You got to come on the board, man. He was extremely wild, but that's why we like him.
Getting ready for the three-point shooting contest.
I was with the Clippers, right? So I'm halfway pissed off. So that year, they put me in the three-point shoot.
And the first two shooters up, Norm Nixon of the Clippers, and there's Norm taking what many players consider to be the easiest shot from the sideline.
I'm like, oh man, I didn't shoot threes. I never practiced for it.
Norm Nixon, outstanding guard for many years with the Lakers. Look at the concentration on him.
So we go back and we back getting ready to shoot it. So Larry walks in. He goes, Norm.
And I was kind of just talking to Leon, trying to calm him down, and get all these three-point shooters in there. Bird comes in and says, which one of you is going to come in second place? So, like, which one of you going to come in second place?
So first words through the door.
Which one of you going to come in second place?
No, what's up? No, nothing.
Dan?
It was over.
I'm sitting around. Nobody said nothing. It was one of the best scenes I've ever, I'm looking around. I'm not in the contest, so I can't say anything. Nobody said a word. And I said, man, I wish we had casinos. We could bet on the Larry Bird gonna win this three-point shooting contest. Because nobody said a thing. I mean, I was like, this thing is over. This is a wrap.
Everybody here shoot for second place. And I was so mad that I had practice, so I could at least do something. Everybody shooting, everybody going for second place.
You at the three-point competition, walking in the locker room, who's playing? Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
Yeah, I did. I felt so bad because Leon Wood never crossed the three-point line. All he did was he always shot threes. So I thought he might be the competition. When I walked in there, he's sitting there, and I said, okay, now they're down to the nitty-gritty. Who's coming in second? Because you already know who's going to win this. I think they were a little nervous.
And after Larry Bird hit 11 straight threes in this final round, he decided to hit one off the backboard, just for fun.
Oh, wait a second, off the glass.
That chick said my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing.
Feels like there's probably more stories about Bird that are told than any other player.
Because he was the best trash talker ever.
Nah, that's not the reason why. It's not the reason why. Larry Bird may be the best basketball player. Fundamentally, all the way around. Larry Bird. If y'all want, we can do another video. But I got to do my outro real quick so I can post this. Larry Bird may have been the best basketball player to ever hit the NBA. I'm starting to come to a terminology where I feel like being a good basketball player, like Michael Jordan, and being sleek, jumping high, running fast, completely different from being intellectually smart, working with the coach, agreeing with the fans,
and then stood over me, flexing. Man, I had like the best moves on the inside. I give Rick Mahorn my little pump fake, get him up in the air.
Then he went to all his teammates who claimed
not getting the contact. They jump away from him.
Down.
You go up with two hands, come down, hit me, and then you tell me, dude.
I'm gonna do an outro real quick, and then we can. I probably start to stream up, but
and you're the one that few guys.
I really have a lot of respect for Larry Bird.
Rick could have had 2 personal fouls with that one.
They can't even hear me. Larry Bird dealt with so much adversity while he was in the league that is inspirational. Not only was he underestimated by all of the other players, he also capitalized, won, was trash talking you, winning, got 3 rings, championships, 3 rings, 3-point competition. He got 6, so he got 6 rings. Let's be honest here. He got 6 rings. Listen, Larry Bird is inspirational and motivational all in one with being a basketball. Teaches you a lot about life. Teaches you how to be a good teammate. Teaches you to let somebody else carry the load, even when you think you got to carry the load. I really think Larry Bird is one of the best, if not the best basketball players to ever pick up the ball. But Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and end this live. But listen, y'all don't want to miss out on the next one. If you already here at this live, I'm about to start a whole other live. And we can just watch Larry Bird and some more videos, whatever the case may be. But I got to go ahead and end this live real quick. It's the outro. But hey, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the notification bell on as well, y'all. That way y'all miss none of my future videos. I love watching old school videos, Larry Bird, old school music, old school history, old school anything. I like to learn from the elders. But I'm DtaeNoDinero. I'm not about to talk y'all forever. We've been here for 20 minutes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure y'all tap in with the next live. And if you didn't watch this live, but you want to watch the next live, turn notification bell on that way you don't miss it, silly. But let's get it. We out. Peace.